But what's causing such a stir at the moment? Hold on to your seats as there are rumors of a life-altering pregnancy and a secret room date with an unidentified boyfriend. Liz is expecting twins. Yes, you heard correctly. Liz Woods will soon become a mother once more, and we're here to explain everything to you. Let's get started, so grab some popcorn and press the subscribe button. When Liz Woods encountered the notorious Big Ed Brown on 90 Day, The Single Life in 2021, she immediately won our hearts. Numerous breakups, reconciliations, and a shockingly cancelled wedding were all part of their turbulent romance. Liz, however, remained strong, resilient, and hopeful throughout it all. Liz is currently creating a new chapter in 2025, one that is full of surprises, love, and a growing family. Let's speak about the secret room date that has everyone buzzing before we go on to the twins. Imagine this. Liz Woods is prepared to move on after her final breakup with Big Ed on a calm evening in San Diego. Liz was yearning for something personal, something genuine, after years of public scrutiny and a turbulent relationship. Let's go back to the data moment in the secret chamber that signaled the start of a new romance that Liz concealed for months. Sources close to Liz claim that this was no ordinary date. Away from the prying eyes of reality TV cameras and photographers, the event was a well-planned, private evening held in a private room at a posh restaurant in San Diego. Liz didn't reveal everything at once, but when she shared this mysterious Instagram tale in January 2025, admirers began to piece it together. A bright smile, a romantic dinner setting, and no indication of her companionship. There was a lot of speculation about a new partner in her life, and the 90 Day Fiancé fandom wasn't wrong. According to sources, Liz's mysterious boyfriend is actually Jason Zuniga, a charming Navy veteran who won her heart following her tragic breakup with Big Ed. Jason isn't a reality TV personality, which Liz required after her public relationship with Big Ed. He's supposedly about Liz's age minus 32 or 33. Insiders claim that Jason organized the secret room date in order to let Liz feel safe and special while escaping the turmoil of her past. Sparks took off almost instantly after the two met in San Diego through mutual friends. Later, in a 90 Day Diaries episode, Liz disclosed that Jason was unique. He gave her encouragement, helped her stay grounded, and gave her the confidence to be herself at last. There was more to this covert room date than just romance. After years of being in the spotlight, it marked a turning point for Liz. For the time being at least, she intended to keep this new love a secret. However, as everyone is aware, nothing in the 90 Day Fiancé industry remains a secret for very long. Liz's improved mood, bright Instagram images, and subliminal clues about a new boyfriend caught the attention of fans. Then the shocking revelation came. Liz was expecting a child. Liz revealed the shocking news to 90 Day Fiancé fans worldwide on Instagram at the end of February 2025. She was expecting 2 babies, not just one. Liz Woods is expecting twins, that's correct. Additionally, she revealed her connection with Jason just weeks before to the announcement. Liz courageously disclosed her ongoing fight with ovarian and stomach cancer in December 2024, so the timing couldn't have been more unexpected. After everything Liz has been through, her admirers were ecstatic when she announced she was pregnant. For those who don't know, Liz revealed in December 2024 that she had been given a stomach and ovarian cancer diagnosis, following months of hints that she would be receiving chemotherapy. Shortly before the holidays, she finished her last round of chemotherapy. And in an emotional Instagram post, she wrote, "In this last week, I was promoted at work, finished my last round of chemo, and accomplished my first run in 6 months. Blessed. That's strength and resilience." That's Liz Woods. Despite her health challenges, Liz's pregnancy news was a beacon of hope. Doctors reportedly gave her the green light to carry the twins with close monitoring to ensure her health and the baby's safety. Liz shared in a follow-up post that she and Jason were over the moon, calling the twins their miracle babies. But how did this pregnancy come about so quickly after her cancer treatment? And what does it mean for Liz's future? Let's dive deeper. Liz's journey to motherhood hasn't been easy, but it's been filled with love and determination. As a mom to her 12-year-old daughter, Riley, from a previous marriage, Liz is no stranger to parenting. But expecting twins while recovering from cancer, That's a whole new level of strength. Sources close to Liz say she's been working closely with a team of specialists to ensure a healthy pregnancy, and Jason has been by her side every step of the way. In a recent episode of 90 Day Diaries, Liz opened up about how this pregnancy feels like a second chance at life. She said, "After everything I've been through, cancer, heartbreak, moving across the country, I never thought I'd be here preparing to welcome 2 new babies with someone who loves me unconditionally. It's a lovely feeling, and fans have been showering her social media with love and support." But let's talk about the twins. Liz hasn't revealed the genders yet, but she's dropped hints about their names, sharing in an Instagram queue, and that she's considering nature-inspired names like River and Willow for the babies. She's also been open about the challenges of a twin pregnancy, from morning sickness to preparing Riyadh for her new role as a big sister. And let's not forget Jason, who's been described as Liz's rock, helping her navigate doctor's appointments, cravings, and the emotional ups and downs of expecting twins. Just when fans thought Liz was headed for her happily ever after, a shocking twist rocked the 90-day Fiancé community. In May 2025, Liz confirmed she and Jason had split just months after she relocated to Washington to be with him. The news came via a heartfelt Instagram story where Liz wrote, "I've received 2 main questions, and I can finally address the twins. Yes, I'm single again, and yes, I'm still fighting cancer, but I'm stronger than ever, and my babies are my priority." This breakup was a gut punch for fans who were rooting for Liz and Jason. According to reports, the split was amicable, with Liz citing the challenges of balancing her health, pregnancy, and Jason's military commitments. But here's the thing. Liz is still pregnant with Jason's twins, and sources say they're committed to co-parenting. It's a complicated situation, but Liz has made it clear that her focus is on her health and her babies. Despite the breakup, Liz is thriving. She's moved back to San Diego, where she's surrounded by her support system, including her daughter Riley and fellow 90 Day Fiancé stars like Kim Menzies and Jasmine Panetta. Liz has also been vocal about her gratitude for her fans, who've sent her countless messages of encouragement as she prepares for the twins' arrival. As of June 2025, Liz is in the final weeks of her pregnancy, and the excitement is palpable. She's been keeping fans updated with glimpses of her baby bump, nursery preparations, and even her cravings. Apparently, she can't get enough of spicy tacos and ice cream. Liz has also been open about the challenges of a twin pregnancy, including the physical toll and the emotional weight of becoming a single mom to 3 kids. Liz is expected to give birth any day now, and sources say she's opted for a planned C-section due to the complexities of a twin pregnancy and her recent cancer treatment. Her doctors are optimistic, and Liz has been sharing how grateful she is for the medical team that's helped her through this journey. But what's next for Liz after the twins arrive? Will we see her back on 90 Day Fiancé? And how will she navigate co-parenting with Jason? Liz Wood's story is one of resilience, love, and transformation. From the heartbreak of her relationship with Big Ed to the challenges of cancer and the joy of expecting twins, Liz has shown the world that she's a fighter. As she prepares to welcome her babies, fans are eagerly awaiting updates on their arrival and how Liz will embrace this new chapter as a mom of 3. One thing's for sure, Liz Woods is an inspiration. Whether she's clapping back at trolls, raising awareness about cancer, or preparing for motherhood, she's doing it with grace and strength. We can't wait to see what's next for her, and we're rooting for her every step of the way. So, what do you think about Liz's journey? Are you excited for her twins? And do you think we'll see her back on 90 Day Fiancé? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. More update. 90 Day Fiancé. Big Ed coming back on the show with Greg's mom. And fans react to Big Ed being part of Season 11's Tell All. 90 Day Fiancé. Greg reveals his mom Lucille is dating Big Ed. I will explain everything. 90 Day Fiancé. Big Ed coming back on the show with Greg's mom. How long till Big Ed leaves 90 Day Fiancé? It would appear that he isn't going to, as he is reportedly even prepared to join the franchise with Greg's mom. Yeah, you heard it correctly. The public simply cannot stand the celebrity's newfound return to the spotlight. And that's not all either. Viewers were shocked to see how well Big Ed got along with Greg's mom. They couldn't help but wonder if these famous people would wind up being the town's next romantic couple. Tell me the truth. Just what is going on here? Is Big Ed going to return? To get a better understanding of this headline, continue reading. Both Big Ed and 90 Day Fiancé are constantly on the other side. These two go hand in hand since the franchise is doing everything it can to cash in on the other's fame. Apparently, the network ran out of love stories featuring Ed, and ended up providing him the opportunity to react to other people's storylines. In the midst of it all, viewers were shocked to see Ed on Season 11's Tell-All section. He obviously wasted little time as he was probably already mentally prepared for his objectives. The famous person teased Greg for being an ingrate for living with his mom. This happened after viewers had seen Ed live with his mom for a while. The chemistry between Big Ed and Greg's mom makes them look like the next 90-day finance couple. Despite the fact that the former criticized Greg for cohabitating with his mom, the latter appeared to be quite at ease with his grandmother. It seems like these two were really enjoying themselves in the most recent episode. Lucille and Big Ed was seen entering the scene, their conversation flowing freely. They drew near to each other, and the former swiftly touched the latter's shoulders. They apparently laughed so hard together, and even touched backs. The audience was taken aback by this and even speculated that these two would become a couple. On the other hand, seeing his mom and Big Ed together made Greg uneasy. "I did not have sexual tensions with my mom touching Big Ed's shoulders today," he said, referring to the sight of Big Ed next to his mother. He wouldn't want to stand in the way of his mother's independence, the celebrity said, since she was an adult. However, Greg could never have imagined having Big Ed as his stepdad. He thinks the former wouldn't make a good stepdad, and even coming to this conclusion made him flinch. Not only did he express his disapproval, but viewers of the other single life spin-offs also voiced their disapproval. Do you have any opinions? Please inform us in the space provided. 90 Day Fiancé fans react to Big Ed being part of Season 11's Tell-All, but why? On June 22, 2025, the first part of the Tell-All was released as part of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Big Ed was among several 90 Day veterans who joined presenter Sean Robinson and the rest of the ensemble. The actor made an appearance on stage to voice his thoughts about Joan and Greg's relationship, in which he criticized the pair for getting hitched in Lucille's house. Even after being married, Greg still didn't provide a roof over Joan's head or move in with his mom. According to Big Ed, he pleaded with the 90 Day Fiancé star to stop acting like a woman and buy a house. While visiting his mom, Big Ed disapproved of Greg for considering starting a family. Big Ed was unmoved by Greg's defense of his present predicament, in which he claimed he was attempting to turn things around. The 90 Day star later came about being unmarried, and said he would be interested in meeting Greg's mom Lucille if the right opportunity came around. Big Ed made a special cameo during the Tell-All, and fans of 90 Day Fiancé on X reacted on it. Others voiced their thoughts on the chemistry between Big Ed and Lucille, while still others blasted TLC for including him in the broadcast. What the age *coup is going on? Big Ed is back on TV again. Then why is TLC so enraged with us? According to a fan, he should never appear on any of these shows again. You have to wonder why on earth they would ask Ed for his thoughts and opinions. Please don't keep using the same people. Another supporter said they brought out Big Ed like he's been in any successful relationship in his life. A user said, seeing Big Ed in the 90 Day Fiancé special, and Tell-All was a letdown for many viewers. A user responded asking, is Big Dumb Ed really telling someone else to man up? Big Ed's brief appearance on the Tell-All is the one thing for which I am grateful. Big Ed makes me sick, someone commented, but it's better than having to endure him for an entire season. Another admirer said, why didn't anyone mention Big Ed coming up here? You'll never make him seem human. Why is he on the screen, for example? According to one participant, the chemistry between you and Big Ed was criticized by several 90 Day Fiancé fans. Episodes of Pillow Talk with Mama Lucille and Big Ed are absolutely essential. It's real, and I can't believe I'm saying it. They were so funny when they were together, someone commented. One other commenter on the internet thought it was pathetic that TLC was promoting the Lucille Big Ed plot. Big Ed informed Greg and Joan after he had joined the cast on stage that he liked them as a couple but didn't like much for their living situation. He went on to describe his personal experience of being in a relationship while living at home with his mom, calling it a lot of angst. Therefore, he strongly suggested that Joan serve Greg a 90-day notice to vacate his mother's residence. The living condition was considered unfair by Big Ed with regard to Lucille and Joan. In his request that Greg be a man, he said that they required their own space in order to fully immerse themselves in married life. Nonetheless, the 90-day veteran held Greg responsible for the women's situation and the resulting tension. In response to Greg's disclosure that he worked 14 hours a day to cover expenses, Big Ed advised that he put the extra cash toward an apartment deposit. The male cast member of 90 Days of Love revealed that he was already considering other venues. Big Ed and Lucille joked about beginning a relationship later on in the tell-all portion. After leaving the platform, Lucille expressed her gratitude to Big Ed for being forthright and honest. He responded to her gratitude for his support by saying, "And listen, in 90 days, if they're not gone, call me." Despite this, Greg was against their relationship because he believed Big Ed would not make a good dad. 90-Day Fiancé. Greg reveals his mom, Lucille, is dating Big Ed. It wasn't until season 11 that Greg Chili and Joan Kudo joined 90-Day Fiancé as newcomers. Lucille, the former's mother, was the only character in their plot to receive equal attention. She had a reputation for being direct and tough, which everyone adored. She made it plain that she did not want her son or his wife to live with her, and encouraged him to find independent housing and employment. Everyone thought Lucille did a great job adding drama to Greg and Lone's plot. However, when these three met in the tell-all, something out of the ordinary occurred. Big Ed, who was a member of the original cast, was also there. At that moment, Lucille became interested in him and they became quite close. Finally, Greg has spoken out on the subject. Are they romantically involved with each other? The 90-Day Big Ed, his fiancée, has a history of rumored relationships with younger women. At the age of 60, he was seeing two women who were in their 20s. A lot of people have told him he should stop pursuing ladies his own age. As you might expect, Big Ed managed to get a lady of his own during his appearance in the season 11 tell-all edition. Lucille Chill, Greg's mother, was there. They were becoming very close and comfortable. There was yet another sight of Ed and Lucille leaving the studio side by side. The crowd erupted in laughter as the former likewise whacked the latter on the rear. On the other hand, once people see these moments, they all wonder if dating is in their future. At the end of the day, Greg took care of this. Fans of 90-Day Fiancé were shocked to witness Lucille and Big Ed making out. As said earlier, what a strange sight it was. It is still the subject of heated discussion on the internet. A number of people have speculated that the two may be developing a real romance, while others have assumed that they must have given the camera something interesting to observe. Greg Chili has opened up about his mom at long last. Greg claimed from the tell-all studio that he did not find it on his bingo card that Big Ed's mother patted him on the shoulder while they were in a tense moment. However, he proceeded to state forthrightly that he didn't think Big Ed would be a great stepdad. Finally, Greg did concede defeat by saying that his mom was an adult woman and that he had no right to interfere with her decision to date Big Ed. Nevertheless, Lucille did inform Big Ed that she would need to return to Long Island via airplane during the tell-all. When it came time to say goodbye, that it was all an act for the sake of the cameras became evident. The audience sympathizes with Lucille and would rather she not date Big Ed, but they would love to see the two of them on Pillow Talk because they seem to get along famously. 90-Day Fiancé, are Big Ed and Lee still together? In its 2014 debate, the TLC reality show 90-Day Fiancé highlighted the extreme measures individuals will take to achieve their ideal marriage. Named after the US's K-1 visa procedure, which permits transnational couples 90 days to choose between getting married and returning to their old lives, the show sheds light on this interesting topic. Ed Brown, or Big Ed, is a mainstay of the series who has made guest appearances on countless episodes of the main series, specials and spin-offs. Ed first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 Days in 2020, the fourth season. After wooing Filipino Rose Vega, the California-based photographer turned his attention to American Liz Woods, who debuted on 90-Day The Single Life in 2021. Liz and Big Ed get engaged despite a huge age difference of 28 years. It was likely easier for 90-Day Fiancé to remain on U.S. territory during the height of the COVID-19 outbreak, but Big Ed's track record kept viewers tuning in. So, the cameras chose to accompany the couple nevertheless. What happened throughout their on-again, off-again relationship was hilarious for reality TV, But are they still dating? Big Ed and Liz's relationship was a real roller coaster throughout the 3 years that viewers of 90 Day Fiancé saw them through several specials and spin-offs, during which time they broke up in public more than a dozen times. Ed made fun of Liz's weight and wasn't supportive of her dreams. But that didn't stop the couple from overcoming obstacles. They made it through 90 Day The Last Resort, where they tried therapy to mend their relationship, and 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, where they moved to Arkansas together before their wedding. An argument that ultimately led to the end of their relationship occurred when Ed cooked a taco pasta dish that was too spicy for Liz's little daughter, and showed a lack of empathy for the youngster. Riley's dish was unbearably spicy for her, and Ed basically told her to stop being a baby. Liz expressed her disapproval and confronted her fiancé about it during an episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, via People. Then he retaliated by attacking me using phrases like, "Look at you, you're crazy," and similar ones. Currently, we are engaged in an argument as his family watches. Despite Ed's best efforts, he failed to help me cope with this explosion. It's simply that Ed dislikes being cornered or forced to hear excuses for his mistakes. Soon after, Ed disappeared the next morning, and Liz awoke to find that he had canceled the wedding. Their relationship, which appeared to relish in its ups and downs, came to a somewhat sudden conclusion since their public breakup in April 2024, which was broadcast on television, and into January 2025, Big Ed and Lo have not reconciled. While filming Tell All for Season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Liz revealed that she had been seeing Jason Zuniga since October 2023. A few months after Tell All aired, Liz shared news of a health battle. Concurrently, her chemotherapy treatments were fueling internet allegations that she and Jason had split up, with some even going so far as to say that he had cheated on her. Although the pair had removed all of their publicly shared memories and stopped following each other on social media in January 2025, no official confirmation of their breakup had been made. Big Ed, where is he now? Ed proposed to a 24-hour acquaintance in September 2024. Using a paperclip as a ring, he proposed to Portia, a 29-year-old admirer. Shortly after they met at a plantation, Florida sandwich shop meet and greet. They were only engaged for a week. In an Instagram video, Ed expressed his disapproval, saying, "It's too soon and it's not really what I want, obviously," via People. "It hit me after I spoke to my family that marriage isn't something I want. What I really want is to be unattached. My best wishes are with Portia." Big Ed and Liz appear to be unattached as of this writing. What makes them think it would be worth trying again? We shall have to wait and see. Watching Big Ed's antics on 90 Day Fiancé has taught viewers a lot. Big Ed's ex Rose Vega announces new project 5 years after fans first became acquainted with Rose Vega through her relationship with Ed Big Ed Brown. The star of 90 Day Fiancé surprised fans on Tuesday, May 13th, by announcing the creation of a new online page on a subscription-based platform. Along with a photo, she commented on an Instagram post, "Something new has been blooming behind the scenes." She added, "I'm finally prepared to show you a side of myself that has never been on TV or Instagram, unscripted, unfiltered, and authentic." She then invited her followers to comment on the post for more information. In 2020, during the 4th season of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days on TLC, Rose made her debut appearance. Big Ed, whom she met online, flew to her home in the Philippines following their initial meeting, as shown on the show. Despite enduring many highs and lows together, the couple broke up at the season's conclusion over their divergent opinions on starting a family. After breaking up, the pair reconciled on 90 Day Bears All in 2021, showing that they remained amicable. "Meeting you was completely a good decision, and I'm glad it turned out well for you. You have made a positive impact on my life," Ed informed Rose. After going through a rough patch, Rose told TMZ that she is creating an account on a content subscription service. She came about being scammed by a family member and having to sell property while her vape business in Manila was shut down because of new restrictions that were implemented countrywide. Rose informed the outlet that her page would feature travel vlogs, weekly photo sets, non-explicit artistic videos, personalized voice messages, and never seeing exclusive content. She added that one of her ambitions is to personally respond to subscribers with interactive chats. "Since my time on TV, I've come a long way," she told the audience. I've come to terms with myself, my body, and me voice. She explained that the platform allows me the independence to establish personal connections with supporters according to my own terms. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.